Today, we're headed to Delhi, to a place where 1,000 years of history is literally written in stone, the Qutb complex. Now, this isn't just a bunch of old buildings. Nope. It's a story of conquest, incredible innovation, and the birth of a whole new architectural language. Let's dig in and uncover the story these walls have to tell.
So you're looking at the Qutb Minar, the tallest brick minaret on the planet, and, a total icon of Delhi. But the story of this tower and the whole complex around it goes way deeper than just its height. It's a story about empires colliding and an absolute revolution in architecture that would change the face of India forever. Okay, so our story kicks off in the late 12th century. The arrival of the Delhi Sultanate, well, it wasn't just a political change. It was the beginning of a massive cultural and architectural shift right in the heart of the Indian subcontinent. And it all starts right here. In 1193, the founder of a new dynasty, Qutb Aibak, commissions the Quwwat-ul-Islam Mosque, which means the might of Islam. And its location? Oh, that was no accident. It was built smack in the center of a captured Rajput citadel. Talk about a powerful statement marking the dawn of a new era. Now, this is where the story gets really fascinating. The first buildings in this new complex, they weren't just built on top of the old world, they were built from it, literally using the stones of the past. Take a close look at these pillars inside the mosque. You can clearly see Hindu designs, bells, chains, lotus buds. These aren't copies. These are the actual pillars from 27 demolished Hindu and Jain temples, reused to hold up the new building. It's a literal fusion of two different worlds, right there in the stone. And hey, we don't have to guess about this. A Persian inscription on the main gateway spells it out for us. This practice of using spolia, that's the official term for repurposed building material, was this incredibly powerful symbol of conquest. You're embedding the remains of the old world right into the foundation of the new one. And this whole process gave birth to something we now call Indo-Islamic architecture. But it wasn't just a simple mix and match. It was this dynamic new style, born from the skills of local Indian craftsmen who were applying their age-old techniques to new Islamic designs. And this complex, it's one of the earliest and most important examples you'll ever see. But the story doesn't stop with just blending styles. The next chapter was all about a technological revolution. We're about to see a quantum leap in engineering that would define Indian architecture for the next 600 years. And it all comes down to this one building, the Ali Darwaza, built in 1311. I mean, at first glance, it might just look like a really beautiful gateway. But what makes it one of the most important structures in all of India? Well, the secret is in the technology. Before this, structures used what you could call false arches. They were basically just made by stacking stones that leaned in closer and closer until they met at the top. But the Ali Darwaza introduced the true arch, a scientifically constructed marvel of wedge-shaped stones, all locked perfectly into place by a central keystone. This new way was stronger, way more efficient, and it let them build much bigger, more open spaces. It was a total game changer. And the impact was huge right away. The Ali Darwaza was the first building in India to have both a true dome and true arches. It shows off this bold, confident new style with that beautiful red sandstone and white marble contrast and those really cool horseshoe-shaped arches. This wasn't just fusion anymore. This was the arrival of pure, scientifically driven architectural principles. The Qutb complex is so much more than just the Minar and the mosque. It's this incredible tapestry of monuments, built over centuries, and each one adds its own unique thread to the story. So let's explore some of the other key players here. This timeline really helps put it all into perspective. I mean, you can see the story stretches from the Gupta Empire way back in the 5th century all the way through the peak of the Delhi Sultanate. Each monument is like a little snapshot from a completely different era. So, let's start with the oldest resident of the complex, the Iron Pillar. This thing is like an artifact from another world. It was here almost 800 years before the mosque was even built. Standing here for over 1,600 years, it's been a silent witness to all the empires that rose and fell around it. And for centuries, it was also a total scientific mystery. This pillar is a testament to the unbelievable skill of ancient Indian ironsmiths. Its unique makeup, with a high amount of phosphorus, created this protective film that has kept it from rusting for more than 1,600 years. And Delhi's climate, that's just an incredible feat of metallurgy, way ahead of its time. The complex also tells stories of incredible ambition. On the left, you've got the triumphant Qutb Minar. And on the right, that's the Alai Minar. Sultan Alauddin Khalji, the same guy who built that revolutionary gateway, he dreamed of building a tower twice as high as the Qutb. But he died in 1316 and the project just stopped, leaving only this giant rubble base as a monument to a vision that was, well, maybe just a little too grand.
And even in a place of rest, like the tomb of Sultan Iltutmish, that beautiful blending of styles just keeps going. The outside is pretty plain, but step inside and it's covered in these intricate Islamic calligraphic designs that flow right alongside familiar Hindu motifs, like the bell and chain. It just goes to show you this new architectural language was never static. It just kept evolving and absorbing different influences.
So what's the legacy of this incredible site? Well, it's a journey from being a symbol of conquest to becoming a piece of our shared global heritage. And in 1993, its unique story and architectural genius were finally recognized by the whole world when UNESCO designated the entire complex a World Heritage Site. It was an official acknowledgement of its outstanding value to all of us. Today, the complex is as captivating as ever. Modern lighting brings out the details in the ancient carvings and silhouettes, letting a whole new generation appreciate this story in stone, turning a historical site into a seriously breathtaking spectacle at night. The Qutb complex is more than just a monument. It's a record of transformation, of conflict, and of incredible creation. And it kind of leaves us with a question, doesn't it? If these stones can tell the story of their 1,000 years, what story will the buildings we create today tell about us 1,000 years from now?